Welcome to our next short reading and reflection to accompany our Zoom communion service. This one for Wednesday, the 16th of September. I do hope this finds you well. So, first of all, a reading from the Bible. Our Bible reading this morning is taken from Luke chapter 7, verses 31 to 35. Jesus went on to say, "To what then can I compare the people of this generation? What are they like? They are like children sitting in the marketplace and calling out to each other. We played a pipe for you, and you did not dance. We sang a dirge, and you did not cry. For John the Baptist came neither eating or drinking wine, and you say he had a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and you say he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is proved right by all her children." What are they like? We like to think we are the best generation, that we are really with it, that our lived experience has both been the most challenging, yet also the most fulfilled. And yet we face the same eternal issues which all our forebears have done. And our response, I think, is just the same as it has been in each and every generation. What do I mean? Well, Jesus speaks to the crowds and says, "To what shall I compare this generation?" You see, some things never change. Oh, the youth today, some people have oft heard to say, they've never had it so good. Well, what Jesus saw, he described using a poem from his day. "We played the flute and you didn't dance. We sang a dirge, a morning song, and you didn't cry." In other words, Jesus is saying, look, all the signs of how you should be reacting have been given, but you're not doing that. It's Jesus saying, look, I'm telling you how it is, and you are not listening. I'm telling you to dance in a particular way, and for some reason, you are not. You see, Jesus was very clear as to what his purpose in life was for: to redeem humankind, to tell people about the kingdom of God. He was very clear about that, and he is simply acknowledging here that although he is telling people this, although he is demonstrating this through miracle after miracle, that not everyone was going to believe him. There are those who think that the early church must have been so easy, with everyone simply following Jesus just like that, but that clearly was not the case. Jesus came and taught and demonstrated his kingdom, and not everyone followed him. And that is still the same today, isn't it? We talk about the kingdom of God. We even see the occasional sign that confirms that to us, yet we do not see a wholesale coming to get to know Jesus in our generation. It's like the story is being told, but people simply are not responding. So it is what it is. Jesus is clear. He has told people of his purpose, and he has demonstrated that. But not everyone will respond to that message. That's not an excuse then for churches to draw up their drawbridges. Surely it means that we simply have to do all we can to get our message across, aware that however hard we try, that not everyone will respond. And those beyond the walls of the church will find our message a bit strange. Back in Jesus' day, that was the case. They thought that John the Baptist was demonic, although he was absolutely the opposite. He may be a bit eccentric, but nothing more. And that Jesus was a drunkard and a glutton who hung out with the wrong type of people. Actually, I think he probably did. And he shared his story, his hope with those who needed it. Then we have Jesus' punchline. "But wisdom is proved right by all her children." Okay, it's not a funny punchline, but it is true. Wisdom here is the art of looking for truths in life. Wisdom is lived experience drawn from those who have gone before. Wisdom held a very deep and valued tradition in Jesus' day. So Jesus is simply saying that the proof of the pudding actually is in the eating. Not everyone will respond positively to Jesus' message. He was well aware of that. Yet those who are wise will see the truth in what Jesus says, will hear his message about the kingdom of God, and will respond to that. The wisdom tradition is fascinating. That's a subject for another time. But a closing couple of questions for you in response to this reading. Are you feeling wise today, looking out for how the lived experience of life may help you to live your life today? Jesus is saying that he has lived experience that he wants to show us, wants to share with us. So are you dancing and singing to the tune that Jesus plays? How are you responding to Jesus' teaching about the kingdom of God?